Everyone, I'm going to be ranking all 17 DCEU villains with Cheetah and Max Lord. So there's 17. Let's get started. Number 17 is Enchantress from Suicide Squad. This is not my favourite, but yeah, I just didn't really enjoy her character. Just not my favourite character in, villain character in the DCEU. But there's just a tiny bit that I kind of enjoy about Enchantress. But still not great, just not really my thing. But Enchantress, just not my thing that I enjoyed for this season. Sorry, no. I literally did the Cobra Kai video just like 2 seconds ago. So I said season by accident movie. But Enchantress, not my favourite villain. But yeah. 16 is Steppenwolf from Justice League. I wish his character could have been better. This was so close of making to my number 17. But Enchantress is just not my favourite character that I enjoyed. But Steppenwolf is a character I did have a tiny bit of enjoyment with. I think he is an okay villain. He's not the best, I don't think. Who directed David no. Who directed again? It was Josh Whedon. I don't think he did a good enough job with Steppenwolf, in my opinion, but it's not my favourite villain. And yeah. 15 is Doomsday from Batman v Superman. So this character only went for like 30 minutes to an hour. So this is like the villain that Lex Luthor made, I think it was. Didn't really enjoy it. Wasn't really my favourite character, Doomsday. Just not my favourite. Didn't really like Doomsday. But if I'm doing Lex Luthor is a bit higher on my list. Well, not a bit, but like just a tiny bit higher. But anyway, Doomsday, I wish could have been a bit better for me. But just didn't really enjoy Doomsday as a character. Not really my favourite character in this movie. 14 is General Lender and Dr. Poison and Wonder Woman. These two characters were like the first villains until what was the name? Aries or something? Is it Aries or something? Went into the main villain. And these were like side villains. But I really thought these villains were okay. They were not the best. They were just an okay villains that were okay in Wonder Woman. Just not my favourite villains in Wonder Woman. Just an okay. These two were just okay villains. They're like a duo, but just okay. They were fine. But they were just okay villains that I found okay. I didn't hate them. I didn't like them. They were just an okay villains that I found. I wish they were a little bit better. And a little bit better. And then a little bit. I don't even know what I'm talking about. 13 is Lex Luthor from Batman v Superman. I thought Jesse Eisenberg did a okay job as Lex Luthor. But Lex Luthor as a character in this movie, not my thing. The only reason why I put this higher is because Jesse Eisenberg did a good enough performance as Lex Luthor. But overall, Batman v Superman is great. Well, no, it's a good movie. But with Lex Luthor, kind of makes me a bit disappointed on how they worked with Lex Luthor. Because for me, Lex Luthor was just not my favourite character in Batman v Superman. But Lex Luthor, just not. I'll say Jesse Eisenberg, yeah, he did a good performance as Lex Luthor. Overall, Lex Luthor, just an okay villain that I kind of enjoyed in this movie. Just an okay villain that I was like, yeah, it's okay. Didn't hate, didn't love, just okay. 12 is Ocean Master from Aquaman. Ocean Master, fun enough villain. I wish it was a bit higher on my list, but it didn't make it higher on my list. My opinion that it was a good character, but it just didn't make it higher onto my list than what I expected, but good enough villain that I found okay. Didn't hate it, didn't hate the character, just an okay villain that was an Aquaman. But overall, Aquaman was a fine enough movie, and we have another villain for Aquaman, but a bit higher on this list. In my top 10, I think it is. I'm not telling where, but Ocean Master, fine enough villain. Just fine. Didn't hate. Well, I didn't love. Just an okay villain that I somewhat enjoyed. 11 is Cheetah from Wonder Woman 1984. This was close to make my top 10, but if we're looking on the side aspect of Cheetah, fine enough character, but if we're looking on Barbara, I really enjoyed her character in Wonder Woman 1984, but if it was a villain side, meh. But Cheetah was okay. At least it didn't look like cats, the Cheetah. I'm happy with that, but Cheetah, fine enough character, just okay that I found just okay. Just an okay villain, but what was her name? Kirsten Wiig, who played Cheetah or Barbara, did a good enough job. Yeah, Cheetah, it was a fine enough character that I thought was okay. Number 10 that actually made into my list is Black Mask, or Roman Sinians or something, from Birds of Prey. Okay, Birds of Prey, I kind of enjoyed. The villains probably made it better for me in this movie, but it was an okay movie. But anyway, Black Mask, well, Ian McGregor, who played Black Mask or Roman Sinians, did a good job. I think he did really good in this Birds of Prey. I was really surprised by how good he was, because I didn't even know if it was actually going to be good or if it was going to be bad. But he did good enough that I enjoyed for this movie. But Black Mask, good enough villain that I enjoyed, and I think he was probably the second to most powerful, that I enjoyed about this movie. 9 is the 7 Deadly Sins from Shazam. I enjoy these 7 deadly sins. They were okay characters in this movie, but Dr. Savannah is probably the best villain in this movie. But these 7 deadly sins, they were okay. I found them interesting. They were really action-packed, which I enjoyed. But 7 deadly sins, they were actually kind of cool in the actual real life instead of the comics. Just really good, that I enjoyed. And they were really powerful. Well, they weren't really powerful, but they were powerful. Kind of powerful, but they were 7 deadly sins. Just good enough characters or villains that I liked in Shazam. Number 8 is probably a controversy, but the Joker from Suicide Squad. Okay, if Josh Whedon didn't direct this movie, the Joker, Zack Snyder, well, now I'm talking about Blue and Arrow. Justice League, god damn it. Hold up, who was it? Was it David Ayer or something? Yeah, David Ayer. If he did good enough with the Joker. I thought the Joker, Jared Leto as a Joker, fine enough. He's not my favourite Joker, but he's fine enough. But in this movie, he wasn't really much into it, which I was kind of disappointed by, because he was all over the trailer, which I was like, oh yes, Joker, I love Joker. He's one of my favourite DC villains. but he wasn't really in this movie, which I was kind of disappointed by. But the Joker from Suicide Squad was fine. 7 is Black Manta from Aquaman. I enjoy this character. Did Yahaba Abdul play the second player of this character? I think he did. Hold up, I'll check. Yes, Yahaba Abdul Mateen the second played Black Manta in this movie. I think Black Manta, fine enough villain. I think, yeah, it was a good villain for this movie. I enjoyed Black Manta and Aquaman. I think it was like all action packed and just really cool that I enjoyed. But Yahaba Abdul Mateen the second, who played Black Manta, did a really good job as Black Manta. Number 6, a character that I was sad not to put on my top 5 is General Zod from Man of Steel. I know people probably hate me for this, but General Zod, he was a really good villain, Man of Steel. He was a good villain, but he sadly didn't make it into my top 5. But overall, General Zod, I think he was really cool in Man of Steel. I didn't hate him. Just a really good character that I was really interested in, wanted to know more about him. But yeah, just a really cool character that I enjoyed in Man of Steel. Not a bad character, just a good enough character that I enjoyed in Man of Steel. But yeah. Well, who played General Zod? Who played him? Was... No, not Michael Shannon. What was it? No. Where the hell? That doesn't even say. But anyway, final villain. 5 is Aries. Is that his name? Aries from Wonder Woman. I enjoy Aries from Wonder Woman. Good enough villain. I know people probably put this a little bit lower on this list. Lower on this list, but for me, I think top 5 is well deserved. Aries, I really enjoyed the character, and the actor who played Aries did a good job as Aries in Wonder Woman. Number 4 is Dr. Savannah in Shazam. I love this villain. Mark Strong, who played Dr. Savannah, did a fantastic job in my opinion. I really did enjoy him in this movie. He was on my top 5 for a little, top 2 for a little, well, my second spot for a little bit, but I got pushed back by 2 more, but that's okay. Dr. Savannah, really good character. I liked his backstory, like his story to why he chose this, and his revenge on his father and his brother from his childhood, which I really did enjoy. But Dr. Savannah, really cool character that I really did enjoy. Just really cool. Mark Strong did a fantastic job as Dr. Savannah that I really did enjoy. But Dr. Savannah, I really did enjoy his character. He is quite powerful, in my opinion. Number 3, people might say this is not a villain, but for me, I think she is. It's Amanda Waller from Suicide Squad. For me, she's a villain. She put like grenades or something, like things around the members from the Suicide Squad around their neck, and they're like bombs. And if they do something wrong, they literally the head literally pops off. But Amanda Waller, I think she's a villain. Just watch the movie, you'll find out why. And she kills people from her side, I think. But Amanda Waller, to me, is a villain. But Amanda Waller, she was really just wow. She was a really cool villain that I enjoyed. in this Suicide Squad. Good character that I did enjoy. Number 2 is Victor Sadas in Birds of Prey. Okay. He is probably the best part about this movie. I really did enjoy this villain. I just had so much fun with this villain that I had no idea how. I was not really looking forward to his character in this movie, but he was so surprising. I really did enjoy Victor Sadas and Birds of Prey. Never knew that he would actually be this good in this movie, but wow, he was really good. I had no idea that he would actually be this good, but Victor Sadas did a really, really good job that I surprisingly thought he wouldn't even be this good. But I really did enjoy his character in Birds of Prey, and he sadly is not my number 1. But I think if you watch my review for this movie, you should probably know what my number 1 is. It's Max Lord from Wonder Woman 1984. Okay, people might hate me for putting this at my number 1, but I really liked Max Lord's character. I think he was just fantastic, and Pedro Pascal, who played Max Lord, was really cool, like really, really good. Max Lord, just a surprising villain, because I heard all good things about Max Lord and that he was really good in Wonder Woman 1984 or WW84. But Max Lord, just a really surprising villain. Well, he turned hero at the. Okay, I just spoiled that. Yeah, he turned a hero at the end, just because he wanted to save his son, which was really cool. Which I kind of liked about his character. But Max Lord, wow, he was a really good character, and my number 1 villain for this movie, in my opinion. And that is it. That is all 17 DCEU villains ranked. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel, it'll be a big help. Thank you for watching. Take care. Peace.